hope it's focused and I hope my hair looks okay. Hola Churritos, pues I just got a haircut. That's why I hope my hair is okay, because I got a haircut, I came home, I showered. And I don't know if you guys remember, but from my last video, I was doing a Mexico shirt. So this is the final product, and I'll put the link down below so you guys can have an idea of how I did it. It's a little crop top, so it's just me wearing a little crop top. So this is the final product. And anyways, like I said, I took it to San Francisco Pride, and I'm gonna be talking about that in this video. But I also gonna be talking about my trip to Tijuana. And I told you guys that I was gonna tell you guys this story, and I don't know, I feel like it's time for a story time. And actually it's funny because I'm sitting down, I had 2 shots of tequila or Patron, and I feel a little drunk, and I'm drinking water to flush everything out. And I also got watermelon sandia with tajin. I don't know if you can see the tajin. And this is so crispy. Listen. I hope it picked it up or not, the sound. But I'm gonna be eating that, and I don't know, and just telling you guys a story, because like I said, I want this to be like a hanging out video. But anyways, as you read from the title, this is my experience. I'm gonna go with the one that happened first. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but Oliver, my pug, is just sitting by me. I gotta, hey. Can you see him? Oliver, say hi. He's so cute. I'm gonna give him a kiss. I hope I got it right. But look, he's so cute. He's just chilling there. And I just gotta tell you guys, see, I think I'm drunk, honestly. So I wanna be a disclaimer. I might be drunk in this video, so I'm sorry. But I sat in front of the window so I can get some sunshine. And I hope it's not too washed out. But anyways, enough talking. Arturo, see, this is what I don't like about myself. I always go off topic, and I start talking about something and then I start talking about something else. But anyways, I feel like bringing that bottle back, and I want to listen to like corridos and everything with a shot of like tequila and stuff, banda, whatever. So I'm gonna play some music because I'm enjoying Jenny Rivera's music. You guys know that since last video. Oh, there's someone behind the camera. Like I said, I wanted to tell you guys about my stories clubbing in Tijuana and in San Francisco. And okay, so we left on Friday. We left Friday like at 2 because we wanted to get to Mexico like around 9 or so, because we wanted to go out. So pretty much we drove, I don't know, for like 5 hours. We ended up getting to the hotel like, it was like 10:30 or so. So we're still gonna go out, like we're still gonna like take advantage of the night, because we did not want to throw one night away by just getting home like at 10:30 and then going to bed. So pretty much we drove pretty fast, and we made it, I think it was like, yeah, 10:30 or so. We got ready. I was wearing, you guys know me, like I have my, I don't know if from the video that I posted previously of my intro, you can see my jeans are tight. So I was wearing my tight jeans, and I had like I think the first night I wore was a gray thermal shirt. I thought I looked cute, but whatever. So we go out. Okay, the place where we stayed, it was very close to downtown. It was not right in downtown, but it was like two blocks away from downtown. We ended up walking to the first club. Yeah, I don't think we ever took Ubers there because everything was so close to each other. So we ended up getting to the club, but on our way there, it was me, my friend Edgar, my boyfriend. On my way there, we were like just, you know, minding our own business, and then next thing you know, you start seeing like a lot of girls lined up down the street, like literally like they're in groups, you know? A lot of crazy things there because they're just standing there and they literally like, they're selling sex. Maybe this shouldn't be like a big thing to talk about, but for me, like I've never experienced that. Like I've never seen I mean, I don't know if it's a bad word or not, a woman who sells sex in person. I was gonna use a P word, but I'm not, because I don't want to offend anyone. But to me, it's just, I don't know, I feel uncomfortable. And then I have my little chain, and I have my little the words that say ninja I took it off, but I only have my gold chain. So we were walking, and then this girl walks up to me. So like, hey muchacho, oye, tú tienes que esconder eso. And then she pointed at her neck, and I was like, this? So like, I'm just gonna tell you in English what she said. She said, yeah, because that's considered money here. And if people see you with it, the wrong people see you with it, they're just gonna snatch it and even beat you up for it. So you need to be hiding that. And then when she told me that, my stomach sunk to the floor. I got so scared. I was like, oh my God. And once she told me that, I kind of realized it or saw what she was trying to tell me, because there was a lot of sketchy people there. So I put it away, and then she asks us, oh, you must not be from here, because if you were, you wouldn't have that out. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, we're not from here. We're from, we tell everybody that we're from the LA area, because nobody knows where Oxnard is at. So once we told her we were from, she pretty much just started like asking me like, oh, okay, that's nice. So do you guys wanna, she said, I don't know how, wait, let me see how she said it. She said, in Spanish, she said it, se quieren aventar un tiro, which in English, it's kind of, if you translate it correctly, it's, do you guys wanna throw a gunshot? But what she was trying to say is, if you want to do like have sex. And I told her, I was like, no, my boyfriend's right in front of me, and I pointed to my boyfriend. I was like, and we're not interested, but thank you so much. And then she was like, come on, please give me whatever you have, like give me whatever you want to give me. And then she said, your boyfriend might like it, like me doing her, or I don't know what she had in mind. So like, my boyfriend might like watching. I was like, oh my God, girlfriend. So after that, I just felt bad. I was like, oh my God, like, is she really, I mean, is she really like, does she really need money to like start like getting my business or my sex life so quick? Because I was like, okay, well, I was like, no, sorry. And then she's like, oh, okay. And then she asked us where we were going, and then she took us halfway there, and she told us just to be safe. And because she did all that, I ended up giving her like $20. And I don't know, that was my first experience also with women who sell sex. And then we got to the club. Oh my God, the club. Okay, I think this video might be two different videos because, sorry. But anyways, there was somebody knocking. But anyways, like I said before I was cut off, I think this video might need 2 different videos because the stories might be too long. So I don't know, it depends how I do on time, because I don't like doing very long videos. But depends how I do on time. I'll probably do like a different story time for San Francisco Pride. Anyways, so after I give the girl $20, we ended up, honestly, we had no clue on where to go. We did not hear any suggestions from anyone, any recommendations. We kind of just said, hey, where are the gay bars? And honestly, the bars were like right next to each other. They were right next to each other. So honestly, like, it was a random bar, the one that we went first, because okay, so it turns out that night that we were there, that bar, it was an all-male thing. They had an all-male event, which means there was no girls inside the bar, or no girls were allowed. So once we showed up, you can see a lot of the girls were like frustrated outside. Oliver, no, no. It's going crazy because the neighbor's dog is barking and he gets crazy. Oliver, no. But anyways, so it turns out that the event was like an exclusive all men, no women, because they were having a stripper show. And okay, I was like, okay, I never been to a stripper show before. Okay, I probably went once, but it was a straight stripper show. So it was just like girls walking around, and I can do another video on that. But this one, it was just all men. So I was like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Like, I've never seen no man dancing like a penis or anything, you know? I was like excited. So we ended up staying there, and they were charging us like $20. $20 to get in. So it was 3 of us, so we ended up paying like $60. And then once you go inside, they give you a stamp, and then they tell you that there's no walk-in. So if you walked out, you were not allowed to walk back in. Once we got inside, everything is so dark. Everything is so dark, and all you see is just the neon lights. So everything that was like colorful, like you would see it pop out. And then we ended up sitting next to the stage, because they had the stage and they had like free chairs, and all the tables were taken. So we said, you know, let's just sit here, and then once we see a table, we'll get a table. So we sit there, and you know, we were like excited because we did not know what was gonna happen. Next thing you know, the guy starts talking, and then he said, hola muchachos, so like, bienvenidos al solo para hombres aquí in Tijuana, and then he gave out the name. I don't want to give you guys the name or anything because I don't want them to get in trouble, because I don't know if this stuff is legal or not. But anyways, he pretty much introduced the bar, and then he started introducing the dancers. The dancers were coming out, and oh my god, you guys, they were so hot. Like, oh, but they did say at first, he said no videos, no photos, because if you do take video or photos, because it's all private, or I don't know why, but he said if we do catch you taking video or photos, we're gonna take your phone and we're gonna drop it in a bucket of water. Because he said they're just very strict with that. They said no pictures, no video. So okay, so I couldn't Snapchat it or record it or anything. But once the guys were starting to come out, they were so hot, they were so muscular, and all they were wearing was just like a little cloth that was probably this big. It was not that big, and it was like a neon color with the lights. So imagine his ding dong just like hitting that, and it was so crazy. Like, at first I was like, oh my god, they're hot. But once they started like walking around, because they started playing music and they started dancing, but while they were dancing, they were like rubbing their like, or having their thing flop. Their thing, I mean the penis, the dick, having their thing like flop. And they started walking like that and like throwing it at everybody that was sitting down. Once I started seeing that, I was like, oh my god, I was like, I'm not ready for this, you know? At first, okay, I was gonna skip the part of the story, but no. At first, I was like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want a guy coming like to flip flop his dick, you know? And it was me, my boyfriend, and my friend. I was like, I don't want to go through that. So once they got to me, I was like, no. The first time I was like, no. And the guy just kept on dancing somewhere else. And then, so they started doing their thing, and they kept just playing music and walking around. And during that time, people were ordering drinks through like the waiter or whatever. So we ended up getting 2 shots. I think it was Jaeger or something and vodka. After those 2 shots, you guys, I was like more excited. I was more looking forward to another guy coming to me and gave me a fucking lap dance. The first time it happened, I gave him $1. Okay, I'm talking about $1 here. You guys might call me cheap, but honestly that night I only put $100 like in 20s in my pocket, because I said I'm not spending more than this. You know, whatever we do, like food, drinks, Uber rides, like I'm not spending more than this. I feel like because I work better that way with my money when I go out. So I said, oh, and let's say cover was $20. So now I only have like what, $80. So I said I'm not spending money. So after I gave him $1, the guy literally, like, I was just dancing, I had my dollar flip, and then he comes, he's just like coming down and he sees me, and then he goes like that, and then he comes to me, and then he kind of like went over me in my laps, and then he grabbed my hands and he made me like hug him from, I don't know, hug him, whatever. I was like, oh my god, like this is crazy, they do this for $1. So I ended up getting 2 more dollar bills, and I ended up paying for 2 strippers to go dance with my boyfriend and my friend. We had so much fun, and then I ran out of dollar bills. So like I said, don't call me cheap or whatever, but I was like, hey, cash me a 20. And I was getting like, I pretty much got like, maybe out of those $20 I got, I don't know, like 10 lap dances, and because the other 10 I was paying for other strippers to dance with my boyfriend and my friend. But then one of the last guys, okay, he reminded me so much of me, like my body wise, you know, he had the same body figure, the same shape, and his hair was kind of similar to me. He saw me, and then he like came up to me, he started like dancing me or whatever, and he had a big butt, and I was just like feeling his butt cheeks, they were so big or whatever. And then after that, he came down and he whispered on my ear. He's all like, hey, do you want to pay for a room on the back? And I was like, what? You know, I never fucking been to a strip club. I was like, what? ¿Qué dijo? ¿Qué dices? ¿Qué dices, conmigo? He's like, do you want to pay for a room on the back? They're $35. Oh my god, you know, I guess everybody, they offer those services there, because after they get you all, you know, heated and stuff, you might say yes. But then the first thing that went through my mind was my fucking budget. I was like, $35. I already spent 20 for the entrance, a 20 to give them to cash them so I can get more lap dances, and maybe say another 20 in drinks. I was like, I only have $40 fucking dollars, so I'm gonna give this guy $35? No way. Even though if he would have been like whatever, you know, like $10 or anything I wish, I was like, I'm not gonna spend my money like that, you know, and I don't want to be with a stripper. Like, that was the first thing that I thought. Was like, no, like I'm not gonna do it. So after that, he's all like, oh, okay, well, I was just curious, whatever. And then we ended up leaving a little bit after that, because after they were all done doing their lap dances, whatever, they started having a sex show. And at that point I was kind of like, and literally like what people do, or what people were doing is, while the dancers were like having sex on stage, the other go-go dancers, they would go and you can suck their penis for free or for a tip. And once we saw that, like, we were just like it's not cute anymore, you know. It's like, it's not a tease, like, plus like everybody's, that's gross. So pretty much we just felt uncomfortable. We ended up leaving, and then we went to another bar. And that one bar we went, it was more of a drag show, so that night was kind of chill. And a little bit towards the night, it was more fun, more poppin'. And then we were just dancing, and next thing you know, some guy, some older man, I want to say, and I know he was older because of his age, like I can see his age, you know. He was probably in his late 60s. I was just chilling, dancing, and then he comes and he puts a little stack of money here in the back of my shirt. Cause I felt someone trying to shove something, so I was like, like, is it a number or whatever? What is it? And then I went like that, and then I saw it. It was like a bunch of like dollar bills. And then I turned around, and I was like, what are you doing? And then he's so like, oh, I'm giving you. Sorry, my dog kept scratching the corner for the food of the cage, so I had to move the bowl so he can eat it. But anyways, once I saw the money, like, I don't know, I felt confused. I was like, what? Like, what does he mean by this? You know? So I did not know if to take it as a compliment, like, oh, like I look attractive, you know, and he thought I worked in that business, like I don't know, like a weird compliment, or if I should take it like in a negative, like, what the fuck? Like, am I giving that image? Like, do I really say I've worked like that? You know, like, but like I said, that's people do it because they have to do it, but that was just my opinion, you know, like what I felt like. I was like, oh, I don't dance, I'm not a dancer, you know, like I don't work here. And then he's so like, oh really, where do you work? And I was like, oh, I work in California, you know, I'm a nurse assistant, like I'm not doing anything here. And then he's all like, oh, well, what if I paid you because you're cuter than all the boys here? And I was like, and I saw my boyfriend, and I just turned around and I was like, you know, like I already told him I'm not interested, and I tried giving him the money back, and like he kept pushing me. I was like, whatever. So that night, that was a crazy night. We ended up going somewhere else, and by now it's probably like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. So we ended up like getting like last minute beers because we were not even drunk anymore. We were just kind of like cranky drunk. So we ended up going to the hotel. We woke up, whatever. We did not have breakfast, we did not have lunch. I think we had dinner, but it wasn't like an actual meal. It was kind of like fast food. And we decided to go out again. But this night, which was now Saturday night, my boyfriend did not feel good, so he decided to stay in. So it was just me and Edgar that we went out. And we're like, okay girl, well, where do we go now? Like, we already did the stripper club yesterday. Like, what else is here, you know? Like, we already did bars. Like, well, where do we go? So like, oh no, I have some friends that I met a while back that live here. They're gonna meet us up on Saturday night. I was like, yes, somebody that knows the club scene. Like, we're gonna get to go to the good bars, you know? And we ended up going to another bar that was a drag show. So we stayed there, and they had like this little like, they were like high benches with chairs behind you. So we ended up getting a table there. Honestly, it was so much fun. It was crowded, but it was nice because we were not like in the crowd. We were up there on the corner on the bench, you know, with air conditioning and just getting our drinks. It was fun. I had so much fun. I would recommend on you guys going, but just kind of like be very careful, you know, where you go. And like I said, I'm not gonna give like the name of the clubs because I don't even remember them. Even if I want, if you guys ask, I might ask my friend to ask his friend, whatever. But after that, we ended up meeting new people there. So we ended up being like a group of like 7. We left that club like at 2 in the morning because we kind of we're like, we're over it, you know. So we left at 2 in the morning to go to another club. Oh my god, this club that we went to, it was huge. It was big. It was orange. It was bright. It was so much fun, and it was like 3 in the morning already. And I just looked at my friend. I was like, Edgar, it's 3. What are we gonna do? So like, let's just keep going. And he said, and I asked the guy, I was like, do the bars close? He was like, no, the bars don't close. They just stay open all the time. So I was like, oh my God, it's 3 in the morning. I was like, fuck it, let's go. The bar that we got to, it was so crowded. So crowded. Walking in, waiting in line, like, we saw the huge line, but one of the guys that was in our group, he knew the bouncer. So we literally cut like, maybe like a 30-minute, 40-minute line. I was like, oh my God, yes, VIP, yay. So we go to the second floor. We were literally like walking sideways because it was so crowded. And then we wanted, it was so hot also. That's the thing that I kind of didn't like. It was so hot. Ay, esta sandía me hace agua la boca. It was so hot in the club. It was so hot in the club that we ended up going to a little patio area. And then one of the waiters, he walks in and he's like, hey, and then he waved at the guy that was in our group. And he gave a hug and everything, and they seemed so chill. And then the guy said, oh, can you bring us a table and put it here in front of us? And the waiters were like, yeah, I'm on it. He brought a table. And there, mind you, there was no tables in that area. There was none. The waiter was so nice. I don't know, I think he was nice. I don't know, is it because they know each other? He brought a table, he put it in front of us, and then he was like bringing us buckets of beer and everything. Drinks were just fucking coming. And I was just living my best life, you know. We were like drinking and dancing and drinking more beer. Even though I don't drink beer, so I was like, whatever gets me drunk at this point, so I won't fall asleep. So we were like dancing and drinking, and then it was like already kind of like what? It was like 5 in the morning. And everybody started going home at that time, you know, because you kind of start seeing the sun. You kind of, no, I don't think that, I think that night was still, that morning was still dark. So everybody was kind of like leaving, going home, whatever. So the guys decided, oh, do you guys want to go see a drag show? I was like, what the hell? A drag show at 5 in the morning? 5 in the morning. In WeHo here in LA area, they close the gay bars like at what, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning? At 5, where are we gonna find a drag show? So they ended up taking us to this other bar where they have drag shows. I don't know if it's like throughout the whole time or just like midnight to like 6 in the morning or 7 in the morning. We got inside, we got a nice table looking the stage of the drag queens were performing. I think they did like a Adele. I think they did her. I don't know, they did different female celebrities, singers. It was so much fun. And I told Edgar, I was like, Edgar, it's 6 in the morning, bro, like, let's go. And we were already, just think about it, I'm like, we were already half dead. It's like, really, like, we're still going at 6 in the morning? Honestly, I don't even know what kept me going, but we pushed it through. And the hotel was like 2 blocks away from that bar. Because like I said, everything, like the whole clubs and everything, it was so close to our hotel. So we ended up going like, okay, just picture us. You can see in our faces that we were drunk, bloody red eyes. I was a mess, like I'm not proud of it, but I had so much fun that weekend, so whatever. But you can see that we were drunk and then we just looked raggedy and tired, you know? We're literally like stumbling our way back to the fucking room. And it was funny though, I think I'm gonna remember this night because everybody was taking out their business, like their stuff to sell, all the stores were opening. And we were on our way to the hotel at 6 in the morning. It was already like starting to be bright. I don't know, I'm like, oh my God, Arturo, you really outdid yourself today. So I don't know if I don't know if that's some fun memory or not, but whatever. And that was Saturday morning. So we had to check out at 11 a.m. We ended up getting to the hotel. Look who's behind me. I think Oliver likes my stories. Oliver, do you like my stories, Papa? You like my stories? You like my stories? He likes my stories. But anyways, I don't know, so it was just a fun morning or a fun night / morning. I told Edgar the next day, like I said, we had to check out at 11. The guy called us at 10:45 telling us that check-in is in 15 minutes. I woke up, I felt like death. I felt like I felt heavy, I felt dizzy, I felt so gross. I honestly like couldn't even, the first time I did when I got up, everything felt so dizzy, and I went to the bathroom and I threw up. I knew I had so much alcohol, and I told the guys, I was like, you know what, we can't go out anymore. And it was already, that was Sunday morning. like, let's just go home. So we had to drive all the way back home. That was the original plan, because we wanted to stay Sunday night too, just so we can call it like a full weekend. But that night it was crazy. I ended up being so hungover, and since I really don't drink, because like I told you guys, I cut alcohol only on special trips, because I don't really drink. I feel like that really, I don't know, put me on a whole level of hangover. And it reminds me, like, you know, to not drink. I just think of the night and I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to make this video too long. I'm probably gonna do another story time on the San Francisco Pride. And if you guys well, first, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up so I can share the story again of the one time I went to San Francisco, because that one has some tea also. It was so much fun. I would call it my first experience in San Francisco, and I'm bummed I did not take video, but whatever. I think I took some Snapchats, and I think I did. I don't know. I'll check, and if I did, I'll put him on the video, my next upload of my first time in San Francisco Pride. But first, you guys gotta, like I said, give it a thumbs up on this video so I know you guys like the video. That makes sense. That was what I was trying to say, but I just couldn't get it out of my head. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Se cuidan mucho, churritos, and thank you guys for your support. And make sure you follow me on Instagram. I am back on Instagram, Arturo_Churro. That's my Instagram. I'm gonna put the link in the description box down below. And I'm back, and I don't know, because I missed you guys, and I just told myself, you know what, just start off with Instagram, and if you like it, then move forward. But anyways, follow me on my Instagram, Arturo_Churro, and like this video and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.